What's up, YouTube? So before we get started with this video, Orlando played Toronto last night, and Orlando beat them 104-101, and Kyle Lowry put up a goose egg. He had 0 points. Yeah, so let's see what he has to say about this. This is a post-game interview.
Kyle, they hit some tough shots. How much of it was them hitting tough shots? How much of it was things defensively that you guys could or should be doing different?
They made some tough shots, but communication could be a little bit better. We got to play a lot harder. They rebounded the offense, rebounded the ball extremely well. So it kind of hurts a little bit, but learning a lesson, continue to get better. It's a long series.
It's a long series. I mean, man, this is game one in the playoffs, and you put up no points. You put up a goose egg. That's a problem. That is a problem. I think, like I said, you went 0 for 7, and I think 0 for 6 for 3. That's a huge problem. That's a huge problem. Let's keep going.
Get an uphill climb, but we're made for it.
Offensively, for you, the shots weren't falling. Were you happy with the looks?
I mean, I got some looks and missed them. That's about it. Nothing in me. I was do some shots that was open. I did well on the forward general side. I made some shots.
On the communication breakdowns, is that just rust from the end of the season not being?
No, I think just talking, just saying switch or talking in the bag, making sure the physical coverage is always constantly changing throughout the game. But it's communication aspect.
Did you see that happening late in the year?
No, really. We just got to talk. Sometimes you got to communicate and stay focused on how the game plans and make sure.
Communication and staying focused. Yeah, I mean, there's really no excuse for this. No excuse at all. They said this is the playoffs. You're supposed to be a baller, and you put up 0 points in the playoffs, game one. Oh God, that means something. There's something to be said about that. So let's go. Let's keep going.
All speaking.
Their length was the problem. You make
We got some good looks. We got great looks. We can space them out a little bit better. Go up a little bit better. Go a little bit more downhill. They're a really hard pulling team. But we shot 45%, and we had some good looks. But we didn't finish it out.
I mean, this is absolutely terrible. I don't mean to keep saying that, but that's absolutely terrible. I mean, I don't think has he ever gone a game and not scored a point where he had significant minutes? I mean, I don't know what to say about this. 0 points, you didn't score at all? I'm sure I can get a high school kid in there to at least get a point. I mean, Jesus Christ. 0 points, Lowry. This is the playoffs, game one. And, like, Toronto wants to entice Kawhi to stay in Toronto. And this is how it started out, game one. Not good. Not good at all. So let's keep going.
It's a good game. It's back then, it's always somebody different, and he had a good game.
On the play when Carter Williams got hit in the face, did your arm just get knocked?
I didn't know what happened exactly. Honestly, I didn't see the play. I don't know what happened.
You mentioned the other day that you don't need to score big. This one being what it is, as long as you lead and do the little things that you did today. Is there anything else that you could or should be doing differently offensively, even the shots not falling, getting to the rim, line, anything else that you want to do?
Shots for shots, and I got to get creative. Maybe just a little bit more aggressive. This year, like I said, it's a big year with the team. And sometimes I haven't been aggressive enough. It's a game two coming up. So.
Kyle, is it any different entering a postseason when you've been on teams where there haven't been big expectations? This team was built for these kinds of moments. What's it like to come to the playoffs like that, knowing how that is?
It's fun. We know who we are, and it's one game. They play really well. They play free. We got to make sure that we know that who we are and execute what we can do and do what we do. Once we do what we're supposed to do, we're really good.
You mean once you do what you're supposed to do? Putting up a goose egg is not even close to doing what you're supposed to be doing. And Lowry seems kind of lackadaisical for putting up 0 points in game one of the playoffs. 0 points in game one of the playoffs. I don't know what to say about that. But let's keep going.
Parents, when you took the charge as parents there, you had looked like you were in some pain.
Yeah, I am. Sorry.
Any lingering effects?
All good.
What happened on that last play there defensively with Augustine Martin? I mentioned that maybe you and got the wires crossed a little bit. But
just switched and we knocked in a big shot, pretty much. So
defensively, I mean, they hit a lot of tough shots the whole game. How much of it was them hitting tough shots? How much of it was things you guys could be doing differently?
they did a great job. Those last few possessions, we did what we wanted to do defensively. They made 2 corner threes, and we missed one of those. And that's how we began pretty much played out at the end.
So Kawhi got 25 points. Just a heads up. Let's keep going.
Kawhi played 33 minutes, and he played more minutes than that several times this year. Were you ready for more? Would you?
Yeah, I'm good. Could have won the game with the minutes that I played, but obviously I'm ready to play more minutes if need be.
Was there anything that you guys as a team can do going forward to get Kyle going after a rough game like that because of his shooting performance?
Just encourage him to keep shooting. He had a couple. He had some good licks tonight. They just didn't fall. He's gonna get in the rhythm. He's been sitting for the last 5 days with the missing Minnesota game. So I think next game he's definitely gonna play better.
Yeah, so what that means, the Kawhi's like, I'm out of here. You guys, I'm out of here. My backup is supposed to be putting up points, and we're supposed to be making things happen during the playoffs here. And Lowry puts up 0 points, and they lose 104 to 101. So if Kyle would have just scored 2 points or got two buckets, they've been winning, if not tied. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. And to say he needs to get into his rhythm, he needs to find a shot. I mean, you can't get any points. You can't get any points in game 1 of the playoffs. I mean, that means something, man. That's terrible. That is terrible. And like I said, if Toronto thinks that this is going to keep Kawhi, it just doesn't look good. It just doesn't look good. So let's keep going.
Kawhi, you've played big games before, obviously, in your career, but this was almost a two-year process to get you physically to the point to play tonight. Did you feel that at all pre-game getting on the court, knowing kind of what you've been through to get yourself playoff ready?
Did I feel what?
Did you feel did you reflect at all on kind of the path you took to get here tonight?
Not really. Just during the season or the beginning of the season, I think about all the hard work I put in, and just being happy to be able to play, that first game, and feeling good, way better than I was, and that's when the time I really was reflecting on it and just going through the season, being able to play.
They seem to throw a lot of bodies at you at times. Did they change the defense on you as the game wore on?
Oh, no, they did a great job. That's how they play defense. They throw a lot of bodies at drivers in the paint, whoever's going. And I think we did a good job kicking it out. We just missed some wide open ones. And we got another game, so.
How important is it, you think?
I would say Kawhi sounds like he's a little, I expect a little bit more emotion from a game like this where, Lowry gets 0 points and you guys lose 104 to 101. But I guess that's just Kawhi. And you can just imagine what he's thinking. You got to be furious at this. You've got to be. I mean, to be in game 1 of the playoffs, you're trying to build up some momentum, and your teammate puts up 0 points. 0 points. That's going to make him want to leave. That's not going to make him want to stay in Toronto. That's going to make him leave and go to LA or to any other team and get paid and win. At least he can go someplace else where his backup, his teammates can get more than 0 points. I mean, me and Lowry got the same amount of points last night. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So let's keep going. See what they have to say.
Sustained longer stretches. You guys would go up 5 goals. It seemed like they kept coming back all the time.
Yeah, it's a playoffs. I mean, it's going to go up and down. Everybody wants to win the game. And, that dry spell for us in that second quarter hurt us a little bit. But we were able to keep coming back and push in that third quarter. Had a good third quarter. And like